History by the Hour, Episode 13. The Shot That Started a World War. The date is June 28, 1914. The city is Sarajevo. The streets are crowded. Flags hang from buildings. Police officers stand watch. Citizens gather along the sidewalks. And somewhere among the crowd, several young men wait nervously. Some clutch pistols, others carry bombs. All of them share the same goal. By the end of the day, one of the most powerful men in Europe will be dead. And within weeks, the world will begin its descent into the deadliest conflict humanity has ever seen. But on this summer morning, nobody knows that yet. The people lining Sarajevo's streets believe they are witnessing a routine royal visit. The newspapers cover the arrival of an important guest. Government officials prepare speeches. Military officers prepare ceremonies. The atmosphere feels tense but manageable. No one realizes they are standing at the edge of history. No one realizes that before the day is over, a single decision, a single mistake, and 2 gunshots will change the course of the 20th century. 8 a.m. Arrival in Sarajevo. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, arrives in Sarajevo with his wife, Sophie. Their visit is politically sensitive from the beginning. Sarajevo sits inside Bosnia, a territory controlled by Austria-Hungary but fiercely contested by Serbian nationalists. Many ethnic Serbs resent Austrian rule. Some dream of creating a larger Serbian state. Others believe violence is the only path forward. Among them is a secret revolutionary organization known as the Black Hand. Its members have spent months preparing for this day. Weapons have been smuggled into the city. Assassins have been positioned along the Archduke's planned route. Every detail has been carefully planned. If one assassin fails, another will be waiting, and another after that. The conspirators understand they may never get another opportunity. The Archduke's motorcade will pass directly in front of them. All they need is a single chance. 9:30 a.m. The motorcade begins. The Archduke climbs into an open-top automobile. The decision seems harmless. After all, this is meant to be a public visit. The people are supposed to see their future ruler. The motorcade begins moving through Sarajevo. Crowds gather along the route. Some wave, some cheer, others watch in silence. Hidden among them are the assassins. Each man waits for the perfect moment. But when the first conspirator sees the Archduke's car approaching, fear takes hold. He hesitates. The opportunity slips away. The vehicle continues down the street. The second assassin also freezes, then the third. Seconds pass. The carefully constructed plan begins falling apart. One by one, opportunities disappear. The conspirators can hardly believe it. Months of preparation seem destined to end in failure. Then suddenly, one of them acts. 10:10 a.m. The bomb. A conspirator named Nedeljko Chabrinovic steps forward. He throws a bomb toward the Archduke's vehicle. For a brief moment, it appears the mission has succeeded, but the bomb bounces off the folded roof of the car. Instead of exploding beneath the Archduke, it rolls underneath the vehicle behind him. A massive explosion tears through the street. Smoke fills the air. Metal fragments fly in every direction. Several people are wounded. Chaos erupts, but Franz Ferdinand survives. The Archduke's driver accelerates away from the scene. The assassination attempt has failed. Police immediately move in. Chabrinovic swallows a cyanide capsule and jumps into a river, hoping to avoid capture. The poison fails. The river is only a few inches deep. Within moments, he is arrested. The attack has failed in the most embarrassing way imaginable, and for the remaining conspirators, hope begins to disappear. 11 a.m. Business as usual. Against all expectations, the Archduke decides to continue the day's schedule. He attends meetings, he meets local officials, he delivers remarks. Although shaken by the attack, he refuses to abandon the visit. The decision surprises many around him. Some believe he should leave the city immediately. Others argue security should be increased. Instead, plans continue. The remaining conspirators watch helplessly. Their chance appears gone. One by one, they drift away. Some return home. Others disappear into the city. Among them is a 19-year-old named Gavrilo Princip. Like the others, he believes the mission has failed. History appears ready to continue unchanged. The future Archduke remains alive. Europe remains at peace, and the young assassin begins accepting defeat. What happens next will change everything. 12:30 p.m. The wrong turn. After finishing a reception at City Hall, Franz Ferdinand decides to visit victims wounded by the bombing. The decision requires a change in route. Unfortunately, not everyone receives the updated instructions. As the motorcade moves through Sarajevo, one of the drivers makes a mistake. He turns onto the wrong street. Almost immediately, someone realizes the error. The driver slams on the brakes. The car slows, then stops. Of all the streets in Sarajevo, of all the locations in the city, the vehicle comes to a halt directly in front of Gavrilo Princip. The young assassin cannot believe what he is seeing. Moments earlier, the opportunity seemed gone forever. Now history has placed the Archduke directly in front of him. He steps forward, draws a pistol, and fires. 2 shots ring out across Sarajevo. One bullet strikes Sophie, the other strikes Franz Ferdinand. Panic erupts instantly. People scream. Soldiers rush forward. The crowd scatters. Within minutes, both victims are dying. The Archduke's final reported words are directed toward his wife. "Sophie, don't die. Stay alive for our children." Moments later, both are dead. The heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire has been assassinated, and Europe has just crossed a line from which there is no return. The world reacts. News spreads rapidly across the continent. Governments scramble to understand what happened. Austria-Hungary blames Serbia. Serbia denies responsibility. Diplomats exchange messages. Military leaders begin making plans. At first, many believe the crisis can be contained. Europe has survived political assassinations before. Surely it can survive another, but this time is different. Behind every nation stand alliances, promises, obligations, and those alliances begin pulling countries toward confrontation. Austria-Hungary issues demands. Serbia responds. Russia mobilizes. Germany mobilizes. France prepares. Britain watches closely. The machinery of war begins turning, and once it starts moving, no one can stop it. Within weeks, Europe explodes into conflict. What begins with 2 gunshots in Sarajevo soon expands into a war involving dozens of nations and millions of soldiers. The First World War has begun, the July Crisis. What followed the assassination became known as the July Crisis. For 37 tense days, Europe stood on the edge of catastrophe. Leaders exchanged telegrams, diplomats rushed between capitals, military commanders prepared contingency plans. Many still believed war could be avoided. Surely reason would prevail. Surely the great powers of Europe would find a peaceful solution. But every day the situation grew worse. Austria-Hungary issued an ultimatum to Serbia, containing demands so severe that many believed no independent nation could accept them. Yet Serbia accepted most of the demands. Even then, it was not enough. Austria-Hungary declared war. Russia mobilized in support of Serbia. Germany responded by mobilizing against Russia. France prepared for conflict. Then Germany invaded Belgium as part of its war strategy. That single decision brought Britain into the war as well. What had begun as a regional dispute now threatened the entire continent. The alliance system that was supposed to preserve peace instead accelerated the march toward war. One declaration led to another. One mobilization triggered the next. Like falling dominoes, Europe descended into conflict. By early August, millions of soldiers were moving toward the front lines. Many believed the war would be over by Christmas. Few could imagine the reality that awaited them. The trenches, the artillery, the machine guns, the years of suffering, the millions of lives that would be lost. The assassination in Sarajevo had lit the fuse. Now the explosion was beginning, closing. As the sun set over Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, Few people could comprehend the consequences of what had happened. A failed bombing, a wrong turn, a stopped car, a young assassin standing in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. History is often shaped by vast forces, empires, politics, economics. But sometimes history turns on a single moment, a moment lasting only seconds. Because on that summer afternoon in Sarajevo, two gunshots did more than kill a man. They triggered a chain of events that reshaped the world. Empires collapsed, millions died, borders changed, and an entire century was transformed, all because of the shot that started a world war.